and there's all that debris. Now, take a look at this. I'm going to get down. Again, did this in my last live shot. We're all good. And I'm going to come through these trees. I'll do whatever it takes to get you guys this footage because I got to show you something. I can tell you, I've talked to locals. This may be construction, I don't know, but that was something attached to the home that has come off, all right? And if you look up this way, you're going to see that, yeah, it's just a bit of a mess down below the dock and up here. But yet again, all right, Lloyd, we're going to walk this way. I want to show you that from a blind eye, maybe from a visitor coming to the island, and I've had people ask me on the street, like, well, everything looks okay. It does. You see the fox weather beast in the driveway. It looks fine. It's not until you go down further toward the beach that you really get an idea of the damage. That's the saddest part. When we drive down these streets, it looks normal. The family home's in good shape. But when you really get into it, it's a mess, and it's going to take years to recover. A lot of money, too. Back to you.
And Katie, yeah, that's really the takeaway point from this is that large wind field, that onshore flow was relentless. Something else I want you to talk about is also during this event.
Sure.
You know, the animals are disturbed around too. They're moved around and they're kind of going into different areas. Your experience, I mean, you've seen several different wildlife. You got snakes and eels. Talk about that in your live shots and your coverage over the past few days.
Yeah, I didn't invite them to the party, but they're all over the place. I mean, you know, I almost stepped on a snake. Well, you were there. But guys, if you're just joining us, we were doing a live shot. A snake just peeked out. All this, I'm told, any kind of brush like this, I can't believe I'm standing this close to it, has snakes. You're going to find bugs. You need to check yourself. I saw an eel earlier on the beach. Thought it was a snake, but it ended up being an eel. Buried itself back in the wet sand. But a lot of this stuff with the erosion is coming up out of that sand or being swept away and then pushed back in. But snakes are rampant down here. I'm told by locals, don't go down certain paths that look like this, which, Steve, I'm glad you brought that up. Another reason I was up here was to kind of show this. So good job with that. Because you could get a surprise friend coming right out at you, and it could be poisonous, and you don't need that. All right.
Yeah, Katie, it's a good point you bring up because you don't know where the debris is moved into or the wildlife, and we got hours